YouTube, GameFree here, and today I'm joined by Arma.
Hello.
And what we have here in front of us is a flush end portal trapdoor, and as you can see, it is incredibly small.
In fact, this one's under half the size of the next smallest one that I know of, which is by RedZexD, and there'll be a link to that video in the description of this one.
Yeah, and as you saw earlier, Arma actually also built another version a while back, and at that point, end portal frames were solid, so you could place torches on them, and the whole layout in general was a lot simpler. So, yeah.
Yeah, this layout's quite a lot more complicated. I developed this together with purpledragonnuke, and then we left that project for a while, and then I picked it back up again and did the wiring together with GameFree, and that's how we ended up with this. Now, there's quite a lot of unique, cool wiring in this, which we want to show off our favourite bits. So we're going to start off with this little thing over here. Now, the main reason this is cool is just because we get to take an output from an end portal frame, and this is the only case where you can really do that. But yeah, Game's going to explain what that is.
Yeah, so, well, this pretty much works like any other hopper timer, really. So if you power this latch here on top will change states, which powers this hopper here instead of this hopper over here. And as you can see, there are 5 items in total, and that will bring this up to 6 signal strength. And so there will be 2 signal strengths right here. You might also have noticed that this furnace is actually full, so that's not enough to turn this this dust completely off. So what we do is a little trick here where we have an observer, which turns on just in time, just before the comparator turns on, and essentially brings this dust here to 15 signal strength. And that's just a cool trick to turn this dust off. So it's a pretty unique timer, honestly.
Yeah, and speaking of unique timers, this is another one which is a bit more familiar to the viewers of my channel. It's the kind of thing that I do quite a lot. It's this cobweb timer here. So we need to give a long pulse to this dust in order to pull down the blocks here long enough that we can push all of these pistons in storage into the floor. And in order to get that long pulse, we use a cobweb timer here, which by pushing up the furnace minecart with a piston into the cobweb, it'll give a long pulse, and we use this grindstone to block the minecart so the pulse isn't too long. And this is the perfect amount of delay at only sort of 2 pixels higher than a solid block.
Yeah, we can sort of see that in action over here, where we have it set up. So if we just open it here, you can see it pushes up at the very beginning right there. And the pistons go in right there.
Now, one thing you might notice about this is these blocks that push up here. These are just to stop some pistons pushing across the rest of the floor blocks when we don't want them to, by using the immovable piston arms here. So this can actually be replaced by putting immovable blocks here, or by putting just 2 rows so that you reach the push limit, and then you can just remove those pistons.
But that is pretty much everything we had to explain of this store. If you're more interested in how to build this store, go to Arma's channel, and there will be a link to the tutorial in the video description. So make sure to check that out, and also subscribe to the channels. And yeah, have a good day.